Everybody, how y'all doing? It's me, it's Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with a review for Ready to Love, Season 6, Episode 14, Reunion, Part 2. I need y'all to come on up in here. I want to first lay the eulogy down for Joy that I'm going to bestow today. I want to say that she lived a good life. I want to say that, Joy's edges, lived a full life, but unfortunately, during this review, I'm gonna have to lay her to rest. Y'all, what the fuck is good? Y'all already know what it is. Shall we get started? Rest in hell. Not rest in hell. Come on, Ellen. We can't go that far. But y'all, let's get started into this review, okay? So I don't go through things chronologically. I go off things based on how I remembered it in my head. Okay. So I want to get started here. So the first part that I want to get started at is Keena and Wiley. So Tommy decided to ask, Wiley about how he felt, not only about, Tina not choosing him, but, all the women basically claiming that he was too young and things like that. Wiley decided to take it upon himself to blame all of that solely on Keena and say that it was Keena who started the narrative, like he's not actually 30 fucking 3. I don't fucking know why this man sits here and wants to blame all of that shit on Keena, but I was a little bit confused by his methods. So instead of him saying, it was a mature cast, but unfortunately I was casted as the youngest person, so that's just the way it shook out. No, he decided to just blame it all on motherfucking Keena and say it's Keena's fault. It's Keena's fault. And Keena, while we at it, why the fuck was you looking at my stories if you don't feel a boy like that? All I could think was, like, you mad that all of these fucking women are basically saying that you a childish ass nigga and that you basically a child, and then you use Instagram to verify your legitimacy. Wiley, Wiley. That's what they was talking about. Wiley. You use Instagram as a way of a verification, self-validation. That's not okay, Wiley. That's not what we're supposed to be doing at 35, 33, 34. That's quite embarrassing. And I don't like, and since like, why even add the chick on Instagram if you don't want her to look at your stories? Like, is there a way to see how many times somebody look at somebody's stories? Like, is there a way to see that? Because I haven't seen that. I can see who looked at my stories, but I can't see how many times they looked at my stories. And even then, like, when you bored and you going through Instagram and you look at the top and you see everybody's story like light up, you just click the damn circle and press the O and just continue to click through and look and see what everybody else is doing. Like maybe you thinking about yourself way too much, Wiley. Maybe those tight ass suits that you had on, during this reunion might have been cutting off a little scalation, but I thought you were completely dead ass wrong to sit here and play that. Now, Keena, I want to say this. Sis, I like you. Me and you talked. Me and you been on the panels together. I like your personality, and I personally believe that if you were on the season a little bit longer, things would have been a little bit different. I thought that you would have shook the damn cast up. But baby, let's be honest and say that you did come across a little bit rude on your only episode. But I'm saying that you did come across rude. You did come across that you had already kind of like not you already kind of like gave up on trying to really get to know Wiley, and you look disinterested, which is understandable because, like you said, you wanted an older man. But you can't get mad at him for kind of like, feeling that energy, because that's what he did. But I don't think that necessarily that she was out here, trying to dog this man out. She just said that he came off as a child, which could be completely true. Like, when you got kids, When you got a career, when you got things that have matured you over the years, and you older than the man, you might feel like he comes across as childlike. That's to be expected. But to sit here and try to lash out at Keena Wiley, I don't know. I don't know if it must have been the bitch assness in the air that Laverne and Eric was evaporating off of them. That was exasperating. It might have been, you might have took a whiff of some of that and kind of absorb that and try to act that out. But at the end of the day, it ain't nobody else's fault but the producers that your ass landed on a cast of people that was 39 and up, and you just so happened to be 33. It was nobody else's fault but them, Wiley. I'm sorry. Sorry, Wiley. It is what it is. But let's move on. So let's get into Paul, his nostrils, and Tina. Now, y'all know for the longest time, I never trusted that Paul or that Tina, right? I never trusted Paul nor Tina. But this episode made me have a little bit of trust in some of the things that Tina said. Now, Tina said that the reason that she stopped doing the show was because she felt that it was nobody, that she was interested in. It was a waste of time to continue on if she really wasn't feeling anybody like that, right? Which is completely understandable, but it would have been motherfucking nice if you had told production that and left with everybody knowing how you really felt, instead of leaving everybody else in a haze and fog of confusion. But that's just me. But you have a lot of questionable things about you, Tina, like the fact that in 2003 you was in high school, but now you trying to tell me when I'm literally about 3-4 years younger than you that you 31. Tina, I saw your hands, I saw your elbows, and I don't know if you know this, but when it comes to white women, you can tell how old they are by the crow's feet. It's kind of like they're kind of like tree rings. You count the crow's feet, you can add up the age, But when black women, you got to look at their elbows and their hands. Now, Tina, I've looked at your elbows and I've looked at your hands. And those elbows and those hands come across to me as somebody who reached about 4 decades. You don't look like somebody who's only been in 2 decades, sis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all right though. And then the man coming in, saying that you was smashing windows, busting car doors, busting the door open to his house while you in high school don't really make sense to me, because if he was in high school as well, then that means that you must have bust open the door to his mama's place. And that means that his mama must have whooped your ass, but that never happened. And you're 31 current time. So how could you be 18 in 2003? Tina, that don't add up. The algebra and the geometry don't add up. We need a recount. We need to treat this like the 2020 and 21 elections. We need a recount. I need to see the birth certificate. I need to see the passports. I need to see the social security card. I need to see more, more validation on the age verification. That's all I'm saying. Now, she also now Paul was asked by Tommy, how did he feel about, Tina basically ghosting everybody and, making him feel less than. Well, Tina said that Paul is a liar. Paul, his nostrils, all flared up and looked so confused. And it was that same confused face that he had when Carmen called him out for talking about Dakia behind her back. And y'all want to know what? All I saw on Paul's face was bullshit. Everybody knows that Paul came on this show just to play games. Well, Tina said that Paul came on and told her that he wanted her to self-eliminate because he wasn't feeling anybody in the cast, right? Mind you, he said he wasn't feeling anybody in the cast. Now skip forward maybe 5 or 6 episodes. Then like here we have, motherfucking Paul telling Dakia that she got the strength of 10 African kings, 5 African queens, and 10 badass African kids. She has the strength of all of those. You so strong. You a strong woman. Any man would be so stupid not to choose you. Any man would be dumb not to see that you are an African queen. He was saying all of that, full of shit, because he was never feeling her. But you know what he did want to do? Because he didn't self-eliminate, like he said he was going to do with Tina. He didn't do any of that. Y'all want to know what he did? He decided to latch on to any bitch on the motherfucking show who would give him a lick of a fucking tension. And guess who that happened to be? The kind-hearted Dakia. Now, Dakia, I don't know why you decided to choose Paul and his nostrils as somebody to entertain, but I'm gonna let you know this, sis. Paul ain't shit. Paul came onto this show for exposure. Paul came onto this show to I don't know what he's trying to get exposure for. I don't know what he's trying to expose. Maybe it's the failed, rap career. Maybe it's the failed producing career. Maybe it's the fact that he's a part of the software analyst coalition. I don't know which one that could be. But every single one of those options are whack as fuck. It's no reason to play people. It's no reason to play people, y'all. It's no reason. Just be honest. Don't waste people's time. That's all we're asking. That's all we're asking. If you're truthfully not interested in anybody, Paul, tell somebody. Don't lie to us. Don't approach me telling me that you're interested in me because you want to stay on the show. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, you get no prize. You get no pay. You get no bonus. You get nothing at the end. So what's the point of dragging America through all of these episodes of looking deep into your nostril and seeing all of your whack ass thoughts, when you could have just self-eliminated because you wasn't interested in anybody, instead of wasting Dakia time, our time, crying like a little bitch on the finale, talking about you found yourself and that you choose you, when you just could have been honest, Paul. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. But y'all, I'm going to move on. I have a lot of stuff to get through today. I just want to take a break and thank everybody for, watching the live. I'm going to read some of your comments right now before I continue to go in on this live now. Y'all, I just want to tell y'all, I'm literally going... I don't know what I'm gonna do to Clifton and Joy this later on in this review, but I just hope that it's not held against me. I hope that God forgives me for the drag, because I know y'all thought that what I did in Miss Aubrey's review was dragging, but I have a lot of choice words for what I saw, because I was triggered. Especially as a dark-skinned person, seeing a light-skinned person tell that dark-skinned woman that she was delusional, that man would never want her, in layman's terms, and all of these other different things. But anyway, let me read some of y'all comments before I go on, because these people are fucking crazy. High Vibe said, it's a lot of bitch assness on this cast among the men. You're right, because last time we saw Laverne and Eric, they were snapping in Z formation during a whole motherfucking episode like two bad bitches. I don't know who's who a part of this cast, honestly. The way that these men are playing in these women's faces, lying, coming up with fallacies, lying on people's names. We don't know. I don't know. Hey, you there is sitting there laughing. Hey, you there is laughing. LMV, what you say? She just said in Miss Misha's chat that she didn't ghost Tommy, and production knew that she was done, but on the reunion she said she did. That's because when you on the run from the IRS, the cartel, and I ain't gonna say the third entity, but I'm saying you forget a lot of things. Like I told y'all, Tina don't even know how old she is, so of course you don't know what happened on the show. How can y'all trust her to know that? Ever since Tina been on the show, she been acting like she's been scared of getting caught. Who she looking over her shoulder, trying to figure out who's coming around the corner and nobody's never there. It's giving me paranoia, PTSD. It's giving I just came back from the war. I don't know. But High Vibes also said, don't forget y'all are killing me in these. Don't forget the neck. Those lines tell the age too, like a tree trunk. The lines. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all completely cheer on my bullshit. I cannot. The level of strength. Right, y'all. I'm dead. I'm screaming at these adjectives. According to her ex, ghosting is what Tina does. You right, Alex. Now, y'all, let's get now that we've watched the comments, and I want to thank all of you for watching. Major shout out to Hey You There, LNV, Alex, Kaylee, and High Vibes, and whoever else may be watching but may not comment. Miss Demetrius Joe, thank you for attending. Miss Monique King, my sis. Thank y'all for watching. Now let's get on with this review so I can finish this because I have an early day tomorrow. So we pick up with Demetrius. And we asked Demetrius, so Demetrius, what about them connections? And this is when he talks to us about, all of the different connections that he had, And then we go into how he was basically calling. Let's be real here. Can I be real with y'all? Can we be real together? Let's stop acting like Precious was just mad because she was being called a party girl. We all know what Demetrius meant when he was calling her a party girl. He was calling her a hoe. Let's be real. He was calling her a hoe. And she felt that he had went around the cast and basically said that he believed that she was a hoe. And then everybody on the cast, meaning all the men, began to treat her like a hoe. And I don't agree that she was hoe-like. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that she was hoe-like. And then he was also saying, hey, Sunday, welcome to the live, sis. I'm happy to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. But he was saying that, they've had these private conversations. Precious, like when? When have we had these private conversations telling you that I like to be in the club every night? And he could not answer. Now, I'm gonna say this. Do I think that Funky Dineva, Cicely Tyson, Eddie Kane Jr. the third was was right in, basically saying that, that she was a party girl, which we all know that he meant that she was a hoe. She was not a party girl. I don't agree that he was right on that. But Precious, let me tell you something, sis. And this goes for all the other women out there. It's 2022, right? I like to think of myself as somebody who's very chivalrous towards women, somebody who's very respectful towards women. When it comes to our interactions, I don't like to go back and forth with women. I don't argue because I just feel like that's not right. But we're in 2022, baby. Not everybody feels that way. We're no longer in the 1800s. We're no longer in the 1900s. Bitches is a new century, right? So if you sitting out here wanting to call people out, cuss people out, call people out their name, expect that man is going to sit there and also give you that smoke right back. For you to think that just because you're a woman, that means that a man is not going to sit here and defend himself, you batshit motherfucking crazy. I don't know what's in the Mississippi Kool-Aid. I don't know what's going on. But for y'all to sit here and think that Demetrius was supposed to let Precious call him all types of bitches, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all are insane. I would have ate Precious, that greasy forehead and the messy bangs up if she had came at me like that as well. Now, do I think that she had the right to defend herself against the accusations that Demetrius has said? Absolutely. But does that mean that I think that she should have called that man out of his name, have a meltdown, and completely completely, like disrespect herself in the process. Absolutely not. I think there was a way for her to voice those concerns and to voice her frustration in a better way. But I think that her anger and I think that her emotions had boiled over so much that it kind of interfered with her logic, and she was just making decisions based off emotions. But at the end of the day, you just can't go around talking to people any type of way that you want to and not expect them to defend themselves, man or woman. I'm gonna let you know this. It's 2022. That chivalry shit is over there. Most of these niggas ain't proposing. These niggas ain't paying bills. These niggas ain't opening car doors, opening doors to restaurants, they ain't even opening the damn door to the house. So sis, it is not safe out here for you to be calling men bitches. I'm telling you right now, that's not what you want to do. Let's not do that, okay? I love Precious. I love Precious. Precious is one of my favorite people on this season. I loved her commentary. I love that that drunk auntie voice. Like Miss Misha had a good impression of Precious, and it went a little bit something like this. When she was at that pool party, when they all met at the beach house, she said, "Wiley, Wiley, Wiley. Do that little dance you do on TikTok." It was kind of like that. Like Precious gives you very much that, like, that funny, drunk, sexy auntie who comes around, for every dinner because she don't like to cook. It gives very much that, but that don't mean that you have the right to cuss people out, Precious. But I agree that, maybe Demetrius has a tendency to be very, very bitch-like. Maybe. I don't think that's out of the question, but I don't think you made the situation better, sis. I don't think you made and you did come across as if you were, you took 5 shots of Patron in the back. You down 2 4 Locos. You had a Bud Light, an Old English, 2 Strawberritas, a pack of Black and Milds, and then a pack of Newports before you hit the reunion. You were giving me you look like you were turned up. Like you were turned up. Now I understand that you're upset and that you feel like these men have been dragging you. But look what they did to Dakia. At the end of the day, look at what they did to Dakia. Has been through the coals on this show. And she still maintains a certain level of decorum and class. Now, Precious, I see you hanging out with Dakia and Sabrina. You might want to sit here and try to interpret. Is he okay? Is he sleeping? Okay, just making sure. I just think that it's a way that you need to voice the concerns. But to sit here, lash out, call people all types of bitches, come on, sis. You know that's not okay. It's not. It's all right though. At least for next. Well, I don't really see you having a next time. But good luck to you, Precious. It'd be easy out there. All right. Oh yeah, y'all, like the video, please. Don't make me beg. Don't make me beg. Like, do I have to pull out a box, a ring box, and pull out a key for y'all that doesn't have a ring in it? Do I have to do that for y'all to like my video like Joy liked Clifton? Is that what I have to do? Please don't make this harder on me. Please don't do that. Don't treat me how I treat me. I don't know if y'all know Chloe and Hallie. I love them. And they've been having songs stuck in my head. So I'm quoting. But anyway, y'all, this is a moment that I was waiting for, honestly and truthfully. And I'm gonna close this out with Laverne, Ace, Sabrina, and as a cool down. Okay. But let's get into Joy and Clifton. All right. So we move on from the chaos from earlier, right? And Tommy shows us a reel of Joy and Clifton. And We get that warm feeling in our hearts, seeing Clifton and Joy, because we've been standing them the whole season, right? We've all liked Joy and Clifton the whole season. Everybody was cheering on their love the whole season. But for some reason, Joy is unsettled, Joy is uncouth, and Joy is just she's on a lot of things. Like I'm not gonna jump ahead. So we see all of the different dates that they went on. We see all of the all of the little trimmings and shit like that. And here you go, like Joy laughing at the like after the end of the episode, right? I mean, after the end of the reel. Then we have Dakia's clips show, right? Because now we're talking about the love triangle between Joy, Clifton, and Dakia, right? Now, y'all, like I said, I was triggered a lot watching that. I didn't like to see it. I don't like public humiliation. I don't like when people try to make people feel stupid for, having feelings. I believe everybody's entitled to feel, and I just don't like the way that Joy came at Dakia. I don't like it. Now, Joy, you got the man, right? You got him. You got him. You got him. So, at what point did tearing down Dakia build you up? At what point did tearing down Dakia make you got a nigga? You got him, baby. He next to you. This is your prize. You won. Huh? And y'all, let's take another time out to talk about the wonderful prize that Clifton got for Joy for the reunion. So y'all, Clifton decides to get on one knee, right, in front of everybody, the cast, the production team, Tommy, his wife being held hostage in the back, listening, having to listen through this whole terrible reunion. He pulls out a ring box. Hold on, I'm sorry. He pulls out a ring box. Hold on, y'all. Give me one second. Okay, so he gets down on one knee and he pulls out a ring box. Mind you, let's count the age of Clifton. Is it 1? No. Is it 2? No. Is it 3? No. Is it 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42? No, it's none of those numbers. It's 45. He's 45 years old. And y'all want to know what he pulled out of that ring box? Not a ring for marriage. Not a necklace, not anything bedazzled, for her to bling bling on her friends and to show the world, my man spent money on me. My man get the bag, He opens the box, y'all. And what else could it be? It's a ring. It's not a ring, y'all. It's a key. It's a key to an apartment. Not a house. Not anything that Joy's name is going to be in, but an apartment. Wow. Hey. She won, y'all. She got the key. She got the key to the, I guess that's the key to his heart. I guess that's the key to the apartment. But the bitch ain't getting no ring. But y'all want to know what they did talk about though? She ready to get pregnant. Yes, y'all. Instead of he's talking about impregnating her by next year, but not pulling out a ring, but pulling out some keys. Let's just absorb. He's 45. Let's just absorb that. Let's just silently absorb that for a minute, y'all. Yeah, that happened. Let's just absorb it. Did y'all absorb that shit? Hmm? 3 baby mamas, 2 failed marriages, and this nigga offered you a key. Now, Joy, I liked you. I really, really did. I really liked you, Joy. I liked you a lot. I thought you had really good insight. I thought that you were very smart. I thought you were funny. I thought you were witty. I thought you was a lady because it seemed that every single woman who came on, who like blind dates stuff like that, you were excited to meet them. You opened them with arms and hugs. But I see that's because you knew that they wasn't going after your nigga. But see, when another woman caught your man's interest, who wasn't even your man at the time. See, that's when we got the mop head bitch who we call who appeared at the reunion, right? The woman who decides to want to humiliate people, the woman who decides to want to make people feel like they're not validated in feeling what they feel. Y'all, how the fuck is Joy gonna sit here and critique anybody for crying over Clifton when she spent damn near half, at least Dakia only cried once, huh? Dakia only cried one time. You've been crying since the first episode. You've been crying over this nigga since you met him. But when Dakia does it, it's wrong. Joy, you are the type of woman that I really dislike. You are the type to take everything out on the woman instead of the man who sat here and played in your fucking face. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. You saw all of those fucking clips, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I came up with that myself. I had another petty ass reason why I thought that you did what I did. But see, somebody over here basically told me that it appeared that you seemed threatened, and I rested on that for a second. Then I was like, bitch, that makes sense. So you saw that clip reel of your man who you sitting next to all snuggly, who's probably been telling you that, oh no, I would never talk to no Dakia. Oh no. And then to see all of that chemistry that they had, it hurt. So instead of you approaching him, you decided to take it upon yourself to embarrass Dakia. But let me tell you this. Dakia didn't make that shit up by herself, right? That man sat there and told that woman multiple times that he was up for grabs, that he was up for game, that he still had a strong connection with her. So for you to sit there and make this woman feel like everything that she was talking about was made up in her head and it wasn't real, it's bullshit. And that just shows me how pathetic, how weak, and how bothered that you really are by just the presence of Dakia. Because while Dakia is sitting here helping NASA get to the fucking moon, you sitting here motherfucking singing Supreme bops for motherfucking El Chapo and Mexico resorts, right? You're really sitting here bothered. It was no way that you should have came at her like that. That lady never disrespected you. That lady never double crossed you. That lady never like tried to cross the boundaries. When Clifton told her at the retreat that at that point that he chose Joy, she was hurt, yeah. But she moved on and respected the boundary and respected your relationship. So why the fuck did you decide to therefore come onto the reunion and try to stir some shit up? You sitting here cussing. You sitting here going off what? What are you so angry about, Joy? You got the man. You didn't get a ring. You didn't get a house. You didn't get a car, but you got keys. Aren't you happy? You got your keys and you got your man. You still aren't you happy? Why are you so bothered by just the presence of Dakia? Ever since last episode, you've been on that bullshit. You've been sitting here hugging Eric and his bitch ass, his zesty ass. Look, you've been on that bullshit since last episode, doing this. So of course, when it's your turn to talk, you just couldn't wait to try to get in on Dakia, right? Joy, ever since the last 5 episodes of this show, all you have exhibited has been pick me tendencies. Pick me. No, don't pick her. No, don't pick her. Pick me. I'm better than all of them. Pick me. I'll do whatever you like. Please pick me. Please pick me. That's exactly what you've been giving. So pathetic. So hold on, y'all. Let me finish this text message real quick. You've been sitting here saying all of this stuff, basically going after all of the women, critiquing all of the women, never holding these men accountable. For what? You pick me. You're desperate, and it's pathetic. It was no way. You're mad at Dakia for what your man was doing. For what your man said. She didn't lead herself on. She wasn't the one feeding herself oysters. She wasn't the one offering to eat herself out. That was Clifton doing that. Your man, who you holding hands with, was giving Dakia all of those sexual innuendos, offering her, vaginal exams free of charge. That was your man. So therefore, instead of trying to direct that anger at Dakia, you need to direct that anger at your medium dick man. Because everything that Clifton displayed this episode was bitch-like, was punk ass. It was giving me mini dick energy. Not even medium, not even small, not even little, just mini dick energy. It's giving micro peen. Because the way that Joy had your nuts on in her fingertips, you couldn't tell me that you're not getting dominated. You couldn't be truthful. You wasn't honest. You didn't speak up. You didn't say anything. A bitch ass nigga. You 6'5" for what? 6'3" for what? 280 pounds for what? To be a bitch. To be a liar. To lead people on. To waste people's time. And I'm just highly disappointed in you, Clifton, because I really liked you. Now, did I agree with how you moved at the retreat? No. But did I think it was that bad? Absolutely not. I said that in my review. I said that, I understand where Clifton is coming from, but at the end of the day, I do feel like he should have told Dakia just to put her up on game so she wasn't embarrassed. But do I think that he was out here, being vicious? No. But on this reunion, that's what you want to be. Now, Joy, it seems that you, for some reason, feel that you are better than Dakia. I don't know why. I don't know if you feel that you more youthful than her. Because I'm gonna say you probably look a couple years younger than she does, but your face still sags. So you might be way younger than her, but y'all don't look that far away from age. You're mad because you don't have much going for yourself. Yeah, you be singing La Bamba and say Univest and Selena shit, in Mexico at these resorts, but your career isn't going anywhere. You don't have anything going for yourself. You're not inspiring people. You're not helping these kids grow up. You're not helping these kids, get through life like the kid is. You are so bothered. And you want to know, and you know what, Joy? I get it now. I've been wondering why, why your forehead has been, I feel like maximizing each episode is because God will not allow you to have any protective hairstyles because you don't have a good attitude. Every time you get these new individual, on the West Coast we call them individuals, y'all call them box braids out here. Every time you get these individuals, these passion twists, these faux locks, it knocks your hairline back 8 centimeters. Like you look like you have cradle cap at this point, and God will never bless you with any type of protective hairstyle until you do right by the kid. You will never win when you play dirty. You sitting here with this man living why did you even come on the show anyway, Joy? You don't even live in this state, and you don't even live in this. You don't even live in this country. Why did you come on the show? Was it for exposure, but you ended up finding love? And now you're trying to do everything you can to maintain it, including tearing other bitches down who don't even want your man anyway? Wow. All of that, and that nigga still didn't give you no ring. This nigga got on bended knee. I'm down on bended knee. Like, this nigga got on bended knee in front of the production, in front of the audience, in front of Tommy. And y'all know Tommy was there. Then that means Stevie Harvey watching. If you know Stevie Harvey watching, do you know Cedric the Entertainer watching? If you know Cedric the Entertainer watching, do you know DL Hughley watching? And if you know DL Hughley watching, do you know Dave Chappelle is watching? He did all of this. Got on one knee to give you one of his extra keys off of his key set. And look at you. Look at you, sis. Look at you, sis. Look at you. You get to be a baby mama free of charge, a single mother free of charge. You get to be all of those things, even though you said you wanted to be a wife, even though you said you were ready to settle down, even though you said you were ready to, to become one, make a family. This nigga gave you a key. Was it a key to his heart? No. It might have been a key to his to a storage facility, to an apartment building. I don't know what he gave you a key to. I love all my big forehead sisters. I love all my big forehead brothers and sisters too. But when you got attitudes like Joy, bitch, you gotta get dragged. Period. Joy face way too saggy for like Joy. You do not look like a spring chicken, sis. Your body banging, sis, but the face gives me a mother who has worked hard all her life. And Joy, you have no kids. How? Joy, you have no kids. But you look like you've been taking care of 5 kids all your life. 5 kids all your life. Y'all want to know what Joy reminded me of? Joy reminded me of that whorish single mother character that Faith Evans played on Fighting Temptations. Like taking a kid all around tour buses, seeing having a kid, drink what they call it, little juicies in the corner of the club while she's singing love songs. With cigar smoke billow in the air. That's what it gives, Joy. You are not that girl. So for you trying to sit here and down people, for you to try to sit here and demean people, for you to try to you already got the man. Why are you so pressed? Why are you so mad? The lady was respectful to you. You got the man. She got a man now. Aren't we all happy? But when she said she got a man, you talking about finally. Sis, she been giving y'all space ever since the retreat. You've been acting like she been hounding him after the retreat. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Joy? You are pathetic, desperate, pick me, disgusting. You don't support women. You don't support ladies. You sit there and tear these ladies down. Sit here and tear these ladies down to try to hide dap and dap up these men when all they want from you is a blowjob, sis. They don't want your friendship. All of these men that you sat here, high-fiving, only just wanted to fuck. That's it. Because don't nobody on this show seems to really be looking for love anyway. They don't like you like that. And all they saw was that ass. Shit, I even saw that ass. So don't get it confused. They not on your side. And any woman that's sitting here blowing smoke up, misogynistic men's asses, they're always going to sit here and pat you on the back because they know no matter what they do, you're going to pick up the pieces like a dumb bitch. Because only dumb bitches do that. I'm sorry. Only pick me women sit here and allow men to degrade them, to talk shit to them, and completely still cheer them on. I thought in 2022, black women were tired of being doormats. I'm sorry. I thought in 2022, I thought black women was tired of, having to put on Superman capes for black men. I'm sorry. That's what I thought. I thought at this point, y'all was tired of y'all shoulders being leaned upon like Samuel L. Jackson, Morgan Freeman. I thought we was done with that, but apparently not, right? Y'all, I was highly disgusted. Highly, highly bothered by what I saw on that stage. Really, really and truthfully, I'm not like, it's not even a game. I didn't like the way it made me feel as a dark skinned person, seeing this light skinned woman talk to this dark skinned woman like that when a dark skinned woman has not done anything to her. What are you so mad about? Why is it that you're so bothered that your man could even think that the kid is attractive? Let's talk about it. Let's I really want the answers to these questions. Am I gonna get them? We won't know. But y'all want to know. But y'all want to know what bitches will do? Blame editing. That's what these bitches do whenever they show their asses on these shows. Whenever they sit here and make a complete ass of themselves, what can you do? Blame editing. It was all production's fault, y'all. The kid, Joy didn't say any of this. They just edited all of those words into her mouth. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know that? Now, Clifton, I really liked you. I liked the both. I really did like the both of y'all. And I'm still sitting here very confused on why the fuck Joy felt the need to go in on Dakia when Dakia got a man of her own now. And Joy, you got the man, and the nigga be taking videos of you in in Mexico doing every single one of your shows. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Right? Are y'all confused as I am? Kaylee said it was so unexpected to see the kid ganged up on. I wish he had more support. I wish he did too. But it seemed that all the rest of them bitch ass men were just sitting there allowing her to be degraded like that. But it is what it is. We all know that those men were probably shivering in their pumps, thinking about what Clifton probably beating their ass if they said anything to him. Probably so. So they didn't say anything. We all know Paul is a punk ass bitch. So he wasn't gonna speak up for her anyway. Period. Nah, Joy backing down. Joy ain't backing down on what she said. Joy don't have to back down on what she said because she's an ignorant bitch. So of course she's not gonna back down. But at the end of the day, none of that needed to be said. If you felt that Joy was desperate, if you felt that Joy, was probably thirsty a little bit, that's fine and dandy. But it was no reason for you to say that in front of her and in front of America, in front of everybody else. That lady did nothing to you to provoke that. And you seemed like you were ready to embarrass her. She tried to de-escalate the situation multiple times, and you wanted to reignite this argument that you started. Do you want a moment? Did you get your moment? Because at the end of the day, Joy, I'm never gonna listen to your music. I know what I'm not gonna be doing, and that's going on Apple iTunes and looking up Joy Carter music. I'm not doing that. Especially after what you showcased tonight. Especially after what you showcased tonight, sis. Highly disgusted, highly disappointed, highly just it's giving very much pick me, and we don't like those over here. But y'all, I'm gonna move on because I felt like I've said enough about Dakia, her enlarged forehead, them unprotective ass locks that she has twisted on her motherfucking hair that is holding her hairline captive. I just want to move on. Enjoy, and now not Joy, but Clifton, highly disappointed in you, sis. And I meant calling you sis. Sis, I'm highly disappointed. But let's move on. Joy and Clifton are both sis, but I kind of feel like at this point, I feel like at this point that, it's nothing else to be said, but it seems to me that, like, Joy is the man in this conversation. Joy is the one who's sitting here walking like a man. Every single time Joy had on heels during her season, she was walking like she was in motherfucking like Nike high tops, completely destroying the motherfucking heels. Walking like her feet like was 200 pounds each, heavy ass motherfucking feet. Meanwhile, Clifton floating in here, turning his, his flannel shirts into skirts. I don't know. Can you hey, can you do me a favor and let Darmani in for me? Thank you. Um Now y'all, let's move on to this last part because I gotta go. So um the last part will be Laverne and Sabrina, Ace, Precious. Y'all, so I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. I think Precious called Ace to allow her to know that they might be, eliminating Laverne. So Ace took it upon herself as, having this strong connection with Laverne to call him and let him know. I just don't think that she anticipated Laverne acting like a little bitch, during the meeting, and then, coming at everybody. Now, I do think that, Carmen tried to destroy all the chances of anybody having connections because she's strategic and she knows that she doesn't have, the utmost beauty, the utmost, like, smarts, to come, like, so she has underhanded tactics because no man really ever wanted her anyway. She was never the first or second choice. I know you think that you're so much sexier than Dakia, Carmen. But at the end of the day, at least Dakia was everybody's next best choice. You wasn't even that. What's up? Like, like I'm just saying. Like, like there's an issue here, y'all. I think I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes. But I'm trying. I really wanted to get this out because I won't have time to do this review for tomorrow or for the next for on Sunday either, or Monday, Tuesday, the next for this upcoming week. I won't be free. So I'm trying to hurry up and get this out. But can y'all stop whispering? Anyway, um it's like what else happened? It was let me see. Yeah, I feel that Laverne then decided to spray Sabrina and say, "Well, Precious told you this. Precious told you that." And then after that, it made it seem that Precious was doing this on some messy stuff when she was really just trying to give a heads up to her homegirl Ace. And it did kind of seem kind of questionable how Ace didn't even speak up for her, or make it seem that, like, it ain't it like it wasn't that. It wasn't given that. So y'all, that was the end of the episode for y'all. Thank y'all so much for the happy graduation comments. I appreciate that. But y'all, that's all I have for y'all today. I'm sorry. Much love, much peace. I have to go. I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for commenting, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and my videos. Please like the rest. I promise y'all, the rest of the videos are lit. Like they definitely gives. Okay, so I love everybody, and I'll see y'all later. Okay.